Yeah, yeah. It's all unraveling. Oh, it's all unraveling. Shalom, shalom. We would like to welcome you to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast, where I am your host, Sha'ir Yeshub Judah, sitting alongside of Oxafaya Sheoku. We're going to do it like we always do on every day that the Greeks call Thursday. We're going to have ourselves a great show. And if you have not done it yet, I ask that you will take time out and subscribe to the show and also hit that like button. With that being said, let's prepare ourselves to be edified. Check the me's, man, they about to get their blast on. Prophecy, interpretation. Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's going on, brother?
Oh man, same old, same old,
Same
same
old,
old.
same old.
You just
And that's literal. It is the
yeah,
same old, same old. That's for real. And
yep.
it's a shame that it is the same old, same old. It is a
I
shame.
won't change. I want something different, but
It's not in the cards.
the way my captivity is set up, I can't. So
Right.
so
Con. Well, I tell you what, man, I am glad that you are here with us today, man.
come.
And we're going to do it like we always do on the day that the Greeks call
Thursday.
Thursday. Exactly. On the day that the Greeks call Thursday, we're going to do it like we always do. We got a pretty good show lined up. All praises to the Most High. Man, last week was great.
Yeah, man. Last week was that was one that after that take a break and come back. Let them
Con.
marinate on that. I still watched it.
Yeah,
Good
I
interview.
did too, man.
It was
Those
funny.
was two solid. Those was two solid brothers as well, man. That came on,
Oh,
Jay Lunch and Ayub. And I also want to make note. I want to let the people know that Ayub, Ben Yehu album New Moon can now be found on YouTube.
son. Well, all praise.
Ayub Ben Yehu new album New Moon can now be found on YouTube. So go over there and check that brother out. Very talented brother, man. Very solid brother too, man.
Yeah,
And
man. Both of them.
both of them.
Great testimony, man. And it drawed a lot of us in to, start telling a little bit of ourselves of what we going through and how we all have familiar issues and so on and so on.
So many people enjoyed those testimonies as well, man. I
Oh,
received phone calls and I also received text messages.
mm,
Um, I want to put this out there. The numbers that we have as far as views for the show do not do justice to the people who actually watch this show. Okay?
yeah,
I know our numbers are not up there in the 25,000K like a lot of
right,
YouTubers and stuff like that, right?
yeah,
But I am grateful for the ones who do watch this show because they look forward to it weekly, right? And
right.
they enjoy the content, and they have no problem reaching out and letting us know. So with that being said, to the ones that do support us, from me, myself, Sha'ir Yeshub Judah, and I'm sure that I can speak on behalf of Oxafai Yishel, who we want
Yes,
to
you
say
can.
thank you. We want to say
Right.
thank you for your support for the Truth Be Told Flex podcast.
The
Um,
water. I am.
the sister is on to something. We told her that.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
is on to something.
Sister Delta brought her out in public, and she been rolling ever since she got with Sister Delta.
She has been rolling ever since, man, and it took me out of series. I cannot wait to see more of them.
Yeah.
I also want to make note. I don't know if it's going to happen, but Sister Delta and myself, we have talked about getting Paisley on
Okay.
the show in the same series that took me out of series with your Pi Q. So that may be the next guest that'll come on and just want to
And
sit down.
are we gonna do that one live, like we said,
I
or?
believe we're gonna do that. I mean, if we wouldn't, I guess we got to now, right?
Edit,
I mean,
edit.
right. But yes, we are. We're going to do that one live. In fact, what I want to do going forward very, very soon is start having Truth Be Told Flex podcast broadcasting live.
Yeah, we working
Because
on it.
of, yeah, we are working on it. We are working on it. So, I also want to recap too on a show that I did maybe a couple of weeks ago. You wasn't
It was
here.
about, yeah, it was about, yeah, about three weeks, two, three
Yeah, about
weeks.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago,
Oh,
two or
okay.
3 weeks ago. Yeah, we had a young lady on. They gave her testimony on overdosing on fentanyl, but it was an accident because all
Yeah,
she thought that she had was marijuana, and she got it from the guy that she normally, buy from. It wasn't like she went to somebody strange. She went to her normal connect.
yeah,
Um, Two things that I want to recap on this thing is that one that it's a shame on what it is that they're doing with these new strands that are out there right now, and these kids don't know no better. They thinking that they're really getting something exotic and something, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying, and not realizing that they're damaging themselves. Never in life, you heard me say this 1,000 times, Michelle, who never in life have I ever known anybody to become addicted to marijuana. You got these kids. These kids nowadays are
yeah.
addicted to it.
They got to go to the spot 3-4 times a week.
They
Uh,
are addicted,
they got they love saying them extravagant names and this and that. Like,
right.
oh, yeah,
Exactly. And I was listening
point
to,
two, and all these different names they got, and make it sound good to where they go get it. And with the look, the presentation, yeah, ain't no telling what you got all in that.
you don't know what you're getting, man. And that's the thing. And I was talking to an individual yesterday that is what I would call a chronic smoker, right?
Yeah,
And he was saying he understood exactly what I was saying as far as this new stuff and how strange it is. And he said because he smoked the way that he smoked, he has learned the process into understanding what it is that he's getting. And he said that he would put a lighter to it to see if anything drip off of it. He said if something dripping off of it, 9 times out of 10 has chemicals on it. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
wow.
Right. And and he say he'll push that to the side. And I've also heard that brown smoke versus white smoke is something to look forward, to look into as well.
Never heard of
Now,
that either.
and see, and the only reason I'm putting this out there, not for myself, you know what I'm saying? I am not
Yeah,
a smoker, okay? I do not get high, right? But
oh,
there are
oh,
so many people that I do know that do smoke, and I don't judge them for that, okay? I do not judge them for that. And for the ones that do smoke, if I can help you stay safe, I'm gonna help you stay safe. That's
oh,
you know what I'm saying, and this is one of the reasons why I want to put that out there. Individual that I know, Safa, this guy that I know, he went to court on marijuana charges. And as I was thinking about that, I said to myself, I said, this is so crazy that we still have what the world called black and brown individuals still get locked up for
right.
marijuana when the white man has taken it and has made a whole business out of
Yep. This dispensaries, edibles, everything that we got locked up for, they doing it, and they made a law just for them.
it. Made a law just for
Let our
them.
law be our strong arm. They say.
Let the law be the strong code. Exactly. And you got these individuals that, that look like you and I that are still locked up,
Still
have
locked
been
up.
locked up, and are still getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? For something that they done made a business out of, man. And it don't make any sense to me. And this is why it blows my mind when I hear people that look like us say that bondage. I'm not in slavery.
Right. Right, we free.
We free.
No, you still in party. You in captivity. I ain't in captivity. I ain't
That's
in
what they
captivity,
say.
man.
That's exactly what they say
And
too,
I ain't gonna
man.
lie. Sometimes I say it just to get a reaction, then they give it too.
Mm-hmm. And it is, I mean, but I just wanted to recap on that. You know what I'm saying? Last week's show, how great it was.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to working with your PQ and the Took Me Out of series. As soon as I figure out where all of these series can be found, I'm also going to announce that to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast fan base to
Uh,
let them know where they can find it as well, because they enjoyed it so much here. I'm sure that they would enjoy it as well as the show move around to different venues. And I also wanted to do the recap, and the young lady that came on to the show, we want to say thank you again
yeah.
for coming on and
I'm
sharing your
glad she's doing
story.
a lot better, man.
Yeah, she really is. She really is. So what we got this week though, man? I try my
Oh man,
best.
which one want to touch the? If you brown, black or brown, you got to go down.
we we gonna get to that one, man.
Okay.
That one is crazy. New York be doing the most, man.
New York, because they wear Timberlands all day, man. That's why. Yeah, if you wear
Timberlands and
Timberlands all day, you bound to be up to something no good.
Timberlands and bubble coats. Them brothers be walking around in New York, them bubble coats on, like if you hit them, they'll
Yeah.
fall over and bounce back up. They have them bubble coats on, Timberlands and a Kango.
What, son? No, I'm not. No,
Yeah, New
man.
York be doing the most, man. But I want to talk about this Omicron surge, though, man. The surge,
The surge.
the Omicron surge. Let's run a quick video and let's discuss this surge, because I got questions about it. Right? Why is the surge, and is there really a concern because of the surge? Right? Let's check out this video clip. Then let's discuss this.
New year, new rush for at-home COVID tests.
How are you? Happy New Year.
Cars lined up in Bethel, Connecticut for one per household. Others waited in long lines over the holiday weekend to be tested as the Omicron variant surges. While Omicron's infection may be less severe, because it spreads so fast and infects so many, it's already straining a healthcare system struggling to treat the unvaccinated.
Even if you have a less of a percentage of severity, when you have multifold more people getting infected, the net amount is you're still going to get a lot of people that are going to be needing hospitalization. And that's the reason why we're concerned about stressing and straining the hospital system.
As for the much criticized and shortened 5-day isolation period for people who test positive, Fauci says there could soon be a new requirement.
There has been some concern about why we don't ask people at that 5-day period to get tested. That is something that is now under consideration.
A nation barreling toward peak infections, suggest models from Columbia University. This week for New York City, next week for the rest of the country, with anywhere from 2.5 to 5.4 million cases during the peak.
We can just hope that it's going to be mild and that it doesn't strain our hospitals the way they were last winter.
In New York City, the virus shredding the ranks of frontline workers. 30% of emergency services employees are out. 21% of the police department, 18% of the fire department. A lack of employees impacting subway and bus services as well.
And Ann joins me now from New York's Grand Central Terminal. They're already warning about transit delays tomorrow as people go back to work and school, Ann?
They are, Kate. The MTA says it anticipates suspending service on 3 lines tomorrow, as both the bus and subway systems say they're going to try to do their best with the number of people that they have.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Yep. It's not official if Dr. Fauci don't say so.
Man, why are we still I had to make sure I was on. I ain't want you to talk about me.
No,
Why we still listening to this dude, first of all, before we just really get into the story?
yeah, I want to touch on it, man. I'll be watching their press conference they be having about the health and all this and all that. And every other word or something they bring out with a testing or this and positive this or negative that, Dr. Fauci name they bring in either with it before or after.
People
So got that
forget.
deeper voice.
People forget that Fauci is one of the individuals that was with a guy by the name of Robert Gall, I believe it is. And if I got his name wrong, could somebody please let me know in the comments after the show, but I believe it's Robert Gall. It was these two individuals that came up with HIV back in the 80s.
Right.
And to give a little history, the CDC was on its way of being disbanded. They had already lost federal fundings.
You talking about
And the
them too?
Well, they work for the CDC. And so the
Okay.
CDC was on its way of being, annihilated. The government was doing away with it. And the CDC, the only way that the CDC can stay a functioning arm of the government is that they have, listen to what I'm about to say here. They have to find new viruses and diseases that can threaten humanity. If that is their job, like your job is whatever it is that you do, that's what they pay you to do. And if you can't do that, then whoever you work for, they don't need you anymore.
Right.
So the CDC's job is to find viruses and diseases that is harmful to humanity. And they was not doing a great job of that before HIV and AIDS. And so the government had stopped funding them. And they had signs up on the walls saying, hey, we need to find something or we're going to be out of work. And out comes HIV and AIDS. Okay? Out comes HIV and AIDS. And Fauci and the other individual that I mentioned, these were the two front runners in pushing this here. They did the same thing then that they're doing now, which is scared the American public. So when that AZT drug came out, those people whom they considered high risk AIDS patients, they were demanding that drug, and that drug is what was killing people.
Right.
HIV still has not been proven to exist. I said that slowly so it can sink in.
Mm-hmm. And we mentioned it before.
HIV still has not been proven to exist. So all of that I said was to say this. Fauci should be brought up on mass murder charges.
Him and Gates.
Him, Gates, Robert Gallio, the media, anybody else, all of these doctors, all of these nurses, but it starts with him.
Yeah, it starts with him.
Because he's the front man. He's the talker. Yep. He's the front man, right? They should be brought up on mass murder charges.
And just because they need that, but whoever that white man that's supposed to be a white woman, he doesn't need to be annihilated, period. Who's over the CDC now? the health, that drag queen.
You break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just need to get rid of him. Is he? Where is he? Where's
That
he at?
dude that's working in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, yeah.
Say, man, you have not heard of that dude or seen that dude since Joe Biden introduced that dude when he won the election. So
Yeah.
what is he really doing?
You looking cute
But
in the
the,
dress.
but the surge though, right? This is what's been and for the people to watch us weekly, let me say this. I try my best. I really try my best. And Oxify, no. I try my best to stay away from talking about COVID all the time.
Yeah.
I try my best, but they don't let me. The news do not let me. 675 straight days.
How much? How many? How many straight days?
675 straight days. The word COVID has been in the news.
Wow.
675 days. If you don't think that this is some type of an agenda,
Brainwash.
you brainwash.
They got to keep pumping it. Subliminal. Hey, COVID.
If you hear something enough, it's just like a dude was talking. I forgot what that was. Oh, that was Pastor Darby. Pastor Darby made a comment. He said, look, man, he said they understand the psyche of people that if you hear something long enough, you'll either start believing it or liking it with music. How many songs on the radio do you hear that you don't like, but yet you still be singing?
Yeah, I mentioned that to my couple of my kids. We was on a drive and that Salt and Pepper's "Shoot" song came on. I never liked that song, but I knew word for word.
You see what I'm saying? And so over 675 straight days, you've been hearing some news about COVID.
Yep. No matter where you change. Because when you ask me, somebody, man, when we be talking and you say, what you hear in the news today? And I be saying same thing, you know, I ain't heard too much enough because it's COVID.
It's COVID. 2.5 million cases in the last 7 days.
God,
I got some numbers here, man. In Puerto Rico, they say that there has been a fourth. I don't know. I didn't even know this type of a number existed. This is what the news said. Puerto Rico, they say that there is a 4,490% increase in cases.
Okay.
Right? They say that there is a 200% a week more cases going on nationwide. That's what they say. They say that we need to wear masks to slow down the infection rate.
No.
But I'm gonna ask you a question that my wife asked me, which is so crazy, and so real. Before all of this happened, let's go to March of 2018. 2019, March 2019. And say that you got the flu.
Yeah.
What was you gonna do?
Stay away from people. Isolate.
You gonna stay home.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do.
It's common sense.
You're gonna stay home, right?
Right.
Until you're feeling better, till your fever is gone, till your aches are gone, till your chills are gone. 2.5 million cases in the last 7 days. 4,490% rise in Puerto Rico. A 200% a week more cases is going on nationwide. The reason why they have numbers like this is because they are enticing people to go get tested.
So, for instance, if Puerto Rico would have stopped at 1,000 tests, let's see what we could do with that 1,000 tests. So on, so on, work with them people and then let's move to some own testing once we got this taken care of and we know how to cure a little bit of it to make the numbers a little less as they come in.
They need the numbers, so they're not gonna operate like that.
No,
They're
so
not
they want
gonna,
to
what you just said makes what you said it just makes too much sense, but they need the numbers, man.
Yeah, so leave it open, revolving door. The more people come in, the better numbers we have. Nah,
The
we
more
don't want to
numbers that they
close it.
have, the more that they can keep us in bondage.
Ever since
The
last
more-
week to now, I didn't see about. I know in Lancaster, the Grandy's that was on Pleasant Run turned into a testing facility. It's a lot of shut down places, Walmart's, Kroger's. They all now testing sites. And they opened up quick.
My wife took my son to work a couple of weeks ago, and she said the traffic on the street, she said it was terrible. She said she was trying to figure out what was going on. And
Like
she
a
said,
school
well,
bus.
it was the new, she says the new food truck over there in the parking lot. She said, but then that, she said that wasn't it. And so she looked, she said, I'll be darned. It's a testing site over there. Now think about this. 675 straight days of them talking about COVID. That's 675 straight days they done scared the American people.
Yep.
If you get a
Yeah,
headache, they scared. The first thing come to their mind is, oh man, I bet I got COVID.
Oh man,
What
then
they do is
they use the update. They don't say old COVID or Delta. Man, I hope I ain't got that Omicron.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of just staying your butt at the house like you would do if you got the flu, see, normal sick don't exist no more, right? You remember the days where, man, I'm not feeling good, man. I feel like I'm coming down with something, right?
I can feel it, yeah.
I can feel it, you know, my body's starting to ache a little bit. I got a headache, you know. And so what you do, you don't see so-and-so at work a couple of days, right? You don't see him at work. And then when you see him, you be like, man, where you been? He say, man, I had the flu.
Yeah.
Or I had a cold. Or in my case, I get a sinus infection that'll have me on hull, right? You know, sinus infections do me dirty. You know what I'm saying? Those days don't exist anymore. You get a sneeze or a cough and you go get tested, 9 out of 10, they are going to tell you you have COVID. So now they going to take that number and add it with the rest of the numbers, but they ain't gave you nothing for your COVID. They just got the numbers now. So now you got the media people now talking, 2.5 million cases now across the nation. We have
those be last week numbers too.
You see what I'm saying? We have 4,490% rise in Puerto Rico. The Omicron surge is just deadly. Chicago school systems are now shutting down, and they say that they're not going to open until the surge goes down. The surge is made up.
Yeah.
They're playing us like a fiddle,
Yeah.
There is going to
I guess the surge is like either King Kong or Godzilla just coming through destroying stuff. And people just don't know what to do, running.
What's crazy about this, New York, everybody know that New York is probably one of the most, what's the word I'm looking for?
Filthiest?
No, not filthiest. They are probably one of the most strictest states in the nation when it comes to this COVID, right? I didn't watch not 1 minute of it. Right? But New Year's Eve, don't you know that they streets was packed?
Yeah.
This is the same state that won't let people go to restaurants unless you have a vaccine pass. But they said, this is what the mayor of New York said. He said, we're going to allow this because we want the people to know that New York is open. So you pick and choose. This is the reason I'm bringing this up, Ayam, is that These people pick and choose where people can congregate in large numbers and can't.
Yeah, he said he wanted to give New York some swag back since this, and the other, and them nurses went in on him saying, we seeing these people die. There's nothing swag about this and about that. So one hand, you got the leader telling people, let's enjoy life a little bit more. Then you got the medical team saying, no, this is not this, this, that. It's just the numbers just coming in. So you also have the hospital still going on with the numbers. When your governor saying, let's just enjoy New Year's.
Wait a minute, the same governor to say you can't eat in our restaurants unless you got a pass, but it's okay to be out in the streets New Year's Eve because we want the world to know that New York is open. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make this make sense to me because your Yeshub is confused.
You gotta be, man. That's how you know you get it. That's how you know you're getting it, man. Let's open up everything. And then that's the same place that said, oh no, that was China that said they're gonna make a mechanical mask so you can open it up when you eat and close it.
I saw that. Let's go to music, man, to come back and finish talking about
I thought that was New York for a minute. Because you know China first, then New York. It's always China, then it's New York.
This is 4D, Brother Bron. I believe Shad is in this as well, right?
Shad going down I-35 on that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a classic 4D, Brother Bron. When we come back, we're going to finish talking about this Omicron surge. This is Truth Be Told Flex Podcast. Here we go, 4D.
Even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D. Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wabba walking me and me. I said, even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D. Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wabba walk is all we need. All we need is in the body.
Ahaya Yeshaya will rock with Shad Nagat Nakam Ada Hasharak. Awada Hashakak Kae Ahaya Lada Boyalak. Through the Hebrew in there for my brother Bron. So him and good I know I get some study on. Switch to my southern language, now what it do? Trying to wake up the one sleep, do now how about you? Yeah, we gon' win, I'ma pick them at the goal line. They just hope it ends in a tie so they can get some overtime. No, that's not how this go. We declared vengeance, I know you know how that go. Yeah, he got the sword ready, I'm just waiting to hear it go. 12 gauge, 12 tribes, make your squad say whoa. My team is really true, bro. I'm solo, but they with me though. Ahaya Shaya rock. Yes, sir, that's my team, bro. You see me, you see them. You see him, you see me. Say bronze, I think they make us five.
Even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D. Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wabba walking me and me. I said, even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D. Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wabba walk is all we need. All we need is in the body. You better not be acting selfish, talk about you following Christ. You watch the feet of his disciples, give yourself up for sacrifice. Your very body and yours, but it all belong to the Father. If you're looking at that as a problem, brother, tell me why did you bother? Now Shad just said we 5D, that's how I know we my brethren. Now individualism got Satan kicked out of heaven. We ain't called to be selfish, we break our back for our nation. We racking up kingdom money when we be practicing patience. Remember back in the day when rivals called us along. Now we're rock going in the wind. And y'all should sit on the throne at the right hand of a higher interceding for us. He going hard on iniquity, fighting back like a lawyer. And everybody that doggers, you got it coming for show. You finna hunch it like gophers, you better run in the hole. Yes, my hair it is napping, melanin in my skin. I'm about to drive a real Judah, not like them cars I was at for 10. Even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D. Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wabba walking me and me. I said, even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D. Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wabba walk is all we need. all we need, and then the body. Joshua 1:5. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with thee. I will not fail thee and forsake thee. Matthew 10:31. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are more valued than many sparrows. Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. 1 Samuel 12:22. For thy power will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it has pleased thy power to make you his people. Even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D, 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 4D. Ahaya, Bahashim, Yeshaya, Wabawak, and me, and me, and me, and me, and me. I said, even when you see me by myself, I'm 4D, 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 4D. Ahaya, Bahashim, Yeshaya, Wabawak is all we need, all we need, all we need, all we need, and then the body.
All right. Yeah, that was a classic. Brother Bron is shot for deep.
My bad.
Nah, you good, brother. You good. You are good, man. I like that song, man.
Yeah. I thought that was the other one, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that song, brother. But yeah, man, I just, one of the reasons why I brought this up is because I was just sitting back and I was just listening to the news and I was listening to how these reporters was reporting this, and I was saying to myself, this is crazy. I said, they making it seem like, everybody is just, and they'll tell you yourself that the Omicron variant, they'll say it's not as severe as the Delta, right?
You're right.
So if it's not as severe as the Delta, why are we making such a big fuss over it? And this is the thing. People are scared. People, and who is the most scared? Who are they victimizing the most? No, they're victimizing the elderly people.
Oh, I thought you meant all at one. I didn't see. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't got fussed at. I didn't seen. I've been told off more about our people who seem to not, who want to fight against it, and we going at each other's throats.
Facts. That's facts. I told you I went into that lady house, at my job, to fix her light, and she's sitting there and she, wear your mask. She scared me. I said, I don't have a mask. We'll get one. I said, okay. I said, well, right there. I said, okay. And then her son hurry up and went over there and got him. And I got 2 of them. I said, whenever I come here, I'm going to make sure I got a mask on. Our people. You see what I'm saying? Our people. Because why? We believing what we'll see. How many times you heard me say that the TV is the most dangerous weapon that is known to man?
Yeah.
They create the narrative. They create the problem, then they come with the solution. But the solution is way more worse than the problem.
Right.
The solution is way more worse than the problem. The same thing they did with a ghost HIV and scared all of them people, and they was demanding AZT drugs and they was dropping dead. These people are demanding
that same, and they got it in 3 different ways, 4 different ways now.
Don't you know they talking about having a 4th booster? How much can your body take?
And they gonna line up. And what's the age limit for the 4th? But I'm pretty sure they gonna start out with
12, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to misquote, but I believe that it's 5 to 12 now. A 4th booster. Look, we already got round 1. Then you get round 2. Then you get a booster.
Right.
And now they talking about another booster. How much can... Oh, whoa. And they are telling people to go and get your flu shot.
They sure will. They just start pushing that in there now.
So how much? Just think about it. How much can one body take? That's the question that I'm asking.
And within a year period of time, too, that's That's too close together to be getting all them different shots.
Who in their right mind would feel that that's okay? I've known, well, I haven't known them personally, but I have heard of stories of kids drowning, pledging in sororities and fraternities from drinking too much water. Now, everybody in the world know that water is good for you. But too much of anything, the point that I'm making, too much of anything is harmful. We talking a round one, a round two, then a booster, then another booster. On top of that, a flu shot.
Flu shot. All these jabs and stabs are not, and we got to say this: all these jabs and stabs that these people getting, they not there to so you won't get sick. They just there to slow it down for 2-3 hours.
Oh, they not that. Matter of fact, we have an article. We have an article. Let me pull this up. I'm just going to read what the article say. This is so crazy, man. This is so crazy.
They don't slow it. They don't stop it. They don't kill it. They don't, dead it. None of it. It's just slow it down for a couple of hours.
I sent this article to you. It says, matter of fact, no. I do want the people to see this. Hold on. So won't nobody think we making this up.
We got a lot of them people. We got a lot of those people that think that. Man, I'm at the hottest room in the house.
Here it is, right here. Check this out. I'm finna share this. So people will not think that we making this up.
Yeah.
That says that Omicron spreading faster than Delta, infecting. Hold up. No, thank you. Infecting the vaccinated.
Yeah, we touched on that one. That's crazy.
So what's the point? Explain it to me, man.
Okay.
How can this thing slow down? I got questions. I got two questions. How can this thing that you guys have created slow down if you are encouraging people to keep going to get tested? For what? You're not giving them, you are not giving them anything. You're not giving them a cure for it.
No advice, none of that. But just stay at home.
There's one lady here in Houston. I'm going to tell you her name. I sent it to my wife. This was funny to me. I told my wife, I used one of the kids. I used the kids' term. I said, I'm dead after this. Her name is Carol Galloway. Carol Galloway got tested out, and she has been waiting for her results over 7 days and still haven't got them. Now, make this make sense, man. Okay, so she get tested today to see if she got COVID, right?
Right.
It's been over 7 days. She still ain't got her results. So if her results come back and say that she got COVID, do she have COVID, or did she had COVID?
Because of the quarantine, and then I did quarantine. I got to quarantine again. So
you see what I'm saying?
Do I got it when a test come in, or I don't get it?
Over 7 days, she has been waiting for the results. So whatever she had 7 days ago, is it still valid whenever she finally get her results?
Yeah, because you got they lowered it to 10 days now.
No, they lowered it to 5 days.
Oh, they lowered it to 5. Well,
it went from 10 to 5. So it don't matter what she get,
So
right?
she 2 days over. Yeah, she 2 days over. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
And if you look at it, I know unvaccinated people and I know people that got the junk in them. Everybody that I know that got the junk in them they the ones getting sick.
Yeah.
And getting sick bad.
And passing.
Unvaccinated people are getting sick, but they not getting as sick as them people that got that crap up in them. They not.
And it's like when I kind of felt under the weather, when all started ramping up, getting the jab, the unvaccinated who were getting sick, like you say, wasn't getting sick as bad as the ones who are with the junk in them. Man, they look horrible. I thought I did till I saw a couple of them that was my pops. He got the jab. I'm talking about you know what happened to him. I had to rush up to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
There was a young lady. There was a young lady told this other young lady that I know. She said, everybody in our office that got the vaccine is sick. She said, I don't think that it's working. And she had it too.
So she's sitting there watching everybody get sick. Look at that.
I don't think it was a little Spanish lady, you know. Said, I don't think that it's working. and when these people gonna start asking themselves, man, what are these folks done gave us, man? When they gonna start asking that question? When they gonna say, man,
they don't want to know. It's too late. They don't want to know.
So you telling me you told me to go get this and I got it and I'm still getting sick and I'm still spreading it and I still got to wear a mask and I still got to quarantine. What the hell?
Why? Why? No.
Explain it to me, man.
But keep getting tested because we getting somewhere. So just keep on coming down here and get tested. And jump in the line. No, that's not a school line waiting for your kids to come out. That's the testing line.
That's a man, and it's crazy. Like for real. I mean, think about the question the wife asked me, man. When you get the flu, what do? You stay home. What do they tell you to do if you got the Omicron variant? They tell you to do what? Stay home. So you got 300 people standing in line to get tested. Yeah. Waiting. They wait like 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get tested. All 300 people. Are y'all infected? Because if you infecting the person that's in front of you and he infecting the person that's behind you all the way down the line.
No, that's stand-up. That's stand-up. I ain't seen cars. I ain't seen a stand-up line. Yeah.
Them the stand-up line.
Come on now.
Them the stand-up line. You probably came to the testing site negative. You probably came to the testing site negative, wondering if you got it, but the person in front of you and behind you gave it to you.
Gave it to you. Now you got the heat.
Now you got the vapors. Now you got the vapors because you scared.
Tell somebody I love them just to end.
Come on, man. Let's get this next story, man. New York, man, says it will patronize New York says it will patronize non-white people in distributing low supply of COVID-19 treatments. My question, is, how many black people are going to fall for this?
Yo, man, it feels good not to be white. They finally doing something for us. They finally looking out for us. Yeah, them white folks don't need all that treatment. Give it to us.
Man, when I saw this, man, I promise you, this is no exaggeration. I
Right.
looked at the title of this. I looked at the title of this article like for about 5 minutes and asking myself, am I reading what I'm thinking I'm reading? Are my eyes deceiving me? Look at this tweet. Look at this tweet in this article.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that was funny.
Read that, my Judah. What that tweet say, man?
New York State Department of Health warns they don't have enough Paxlovid. Well, how you say that? Paxlovid?
Yeah.
Melanocolin antibody treatment, and white people need not apply. Where he at?
MS New York
News. I had to blow it up.
Say, I don't want nothing that they don't want to give to the white people. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man.
I'm good. I'm good. You ain't gonna give it to them. You sure ain't just give it to me. Wow.
Say, when have anybody in America, when have anybody in America been so supportive of black people that they say, hey, we're gonna make sure that they get this here first?
Out of all the times, now y'all want to put us on the front, put us first.
You see what I'm saying? With something we can barely pronounce. I would say, man, I got that Paxlovid in me.
I got that Paxlovid in that melanocolin.
You know, them white people can't get that melanocolin. Walking around with a whole eye look like it's about to jump out the socket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's all right, man. I got that Monte Carlo in me. I got that Monte Carlo.
You know that's exactly what we'll do. We slang everything. They gonna call it Monte Carlo. Yeah. I got that Monte Carlo with me.
That's that Pro-Blacks. That Pro-Blacks and that Monte Carlo.
They say white people are not to apply. So they telling you, no jokes aside, man. Yeah. What have I been saying the last 4 shows? The dragon is wrought with the woman, and he has went to make war with the remnant of her seed, and we are that seed. The dragon is telling us, all jokes aside here, look, we want y'all to take this, sir.
Right.
Y'all take this, sir. It's poison, man.
Age 12 it started off with.
Say that again?
He said it started off with age 12, the first bullet point.
Age 12 years old, yeah, weighing at least 88 pounds. Exactly.
Oh, man. Come on now. You barely got to have some meat on you, some fat.
18 years old. Test positive for SARS-CoV-2. Yes.
Wow.
On a nucleic acid amplification test or antigen test. Patient cannot be hospitalized due to severe critical COVID-19, able to start treatment within 5 days of symptoms onset. Man, they killing people, man.
They killing, man.
They killing people. Wow. And I'm going to keep bringing up the AZT. I'm going to keep bringing up the AZT. And matter of fact, hold on. I want to do this here. Another one so people would not think that we're making this up.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
This is an article. That you can go look up and read, and you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about and why I keep bringing this up. There was a partner of mine that me and Eliyahu knew. He grew up with us. He was a little older than me and Eliyahu.
I'm listening.
We saw this brother here die from AIDS. AIDS is real. In fact, AIDS is so real to the point that I'm convinced that this is what they're giving people now with all of these vaccines. All AIDS is a shot immune system that is not able to fight off infections. That's what AIDS is.
Right.
We watched our partner die from what we thought was AIDS when it was really the AZT pills, man.
The
These
medicine.
AZT pills right here, man, was what they call a Schedule 2 drug. And a Schedule 2 drug is a drug that the government knows will kill you. That's what it is. Now, I tried to look to see if the vaccines and the Pfizer pills were Schedule 2. I couldn't find anything, but I'm more than certain that it is Schedule 2. I'm more than certain that it is, man. But these little boogers right here, people who thought, just think about the same thing then is going on now.
Yep.
You go to the people that you trust. You go to the people that you trust to ask them, and they run a test and they tell you got HIV. You walk out of there thinking that your whole life is over with. You're going to take anything that they tell you to take to try to stay alive. And this is what they was giving you. In a matter of weeks and days, weeks and months, people was dropping dead.
That's the time release. That got to be up under, the category of time. Take it, and it release some in your system. But the more you take, the heavier it releases.
You see?
So within a week, it got to kill you.
It's not a short article. I'm not going to even sit here in front with you and tell you this article is long, but this article is a great read for you to understand what these people have been doing and what these people are doing.
Chemo in the field.
I'm not telling nobody no more not to take the cocktail. Hey, y'all done already made y'all decision. But what you gonna be hearing now from this show is, if you got it in you, hey, zombie apocalypse.
That's all we need to say. That's all we need to say.
You see what I'm saying? Get ready for a zombie apocalypse, man.
Yeah.
One of these days we gonna go to Walmart, think we fit to get us a collard greens and and our stuff, and all of a sudden you gonna see somebody standing over up against the wall, just bashing their head up against the wall out of nowhere. I'm telling you, these days are before us, man.
Yep.
People think I be playing when I say this. I be dead serious. You gonna be in the store.
They thought Noah was playing.
You gonna be in the store talking to an individual. Y'all are holding a conversation, and that person just gonna drop dead right before you, man. Right there in the stores. When
you said Walmart, that'll kind of be normal at Walmart. The stuff that go on up there.
You got a first round, you got a second round, you got a booster. Then you got another booster. And you got a flu shot.
Within a year.
And here in Houston, they talking about something called flu rona. I don't know if they talked about it in Dallas or not, where you got the flu and the coronavirus. That's their way of getting people to get both of them, to get both vaccines, man. You got to, we coming into the time of the year where you can get the flu, and who wants to get flu rona? They gave it a name. I'm not making this up.
That's kind of like on the same level when they say it's full-blown AIDS.
Exactly.
Full-blown AIDS. They don't go through the stages where you just got it.
Full-blown AIDS. And all the time, it was the medication.
Yeah.
That makes me wonder to myself, and I don't even wonder because I already have formulated my opinion of this. I do not believe that nobody ever had HIV.
Right. That I can agree with.
All of the people that was diagnosed with HIV was lied to.
And you took that medicine and it just ate them from the inside out.
Took that medicine and it ate them from the inside out.
We still trust them jokers, man. We still trust the same people that did that is doing the same thing. Now the same person, and that's crazy, the same person is back at it again. A mad scientist.
The same dude. After all of these years doing the same thing, which is killing people. He's a mass murderer. That's what he is. He's a serial killer.
Yep.
That's what he is. He's a serial killer. And they parading this guy on TV every day.
Yeah.
America's most trusted doctor.
And his safe conclusion, and his safe bunker and all that, where he can't be so-called touched with the corona.
Have anybody ever seen him take the jab?
No, they don't. They don't do that. He know what's in it, so he ain't gonna take it.
He'll get a placebo anyway, even if he did say he'll take a placebo. You got anything you want to add, man, before we get out of here, man? We done come to our time.
I know we did crazy in the news in a minute, but I meant to send you this, but every time we kept mentioning Omicron, it remind me, man, I don't know why it's a trend, and it's not no funny trend, no made-up trend. It's like, this dude is actually upset they keep getting him mixed up or calling him Omicron. Yes, Omarion is mad, ladies and gentlemen. Going around telling folks, I am not the Omicron. My name is Omarion.
I have not heard that.
Say, it came across my news feed. I looked at that show, man. I said, first they made a burr, the name of it, the face of it. Now they got this polar man walking around going off on folks. I'm talking about he went bad on a couple of people.
What you think about this? Another segment called White Peopling.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I would love it.
We might introduce a segment called White. Matter of fact, this is the time for those who watch the show, those who comment on the show, leave us a suggestion whether you think we should do it or not. Have a segment in the show that's called White Peopling. If you want it, we'll bring it to the show.
What's an example? Like fighting a wolf?
Getting mad at a lion for attacking it. But it's a lion. But I loved him and he loved me.
We all the same.
I don't know why that shark bit my leg off. I mean, I just wanted to touch the dorsal fin.
I wanted to go in his habitat.
White people.
Let's do it.
I just hear you shoot, Judah.
I'm Oxify.
Till next week, we would like to thank you for joining us, and we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate the time and look forward to the next upcoming shows, man. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Love you. Get some rest, man.
Yeah, I am, man. I don't know what happened to our outro. Hold on, let me find our outro again. That's what happened. Oh, I probably moved it around. I don't know. You know.
See, tired, brother.
I know, right, man.
Fine, start tomorrow morning.
Pharaoh don't care about us, man.
Nah, man. The first one did, not the first two did, but not this third one from Africa.
Man, these jokers do not care about us at all, man. But all praise to the Most High, because I believe His promise that He is supposed to come and deliver us up out of this captivity. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting on it, man. But with that being
more
said,
we talk about what He did to Egypt. No more we gonna talk about that.
Exactly. We ain't gonna be talking about, because man, what He gonna do to this Joker here, boy, we gonna forget about what he did to
forget about
Egypt. Understand? We
To the
gonna
land of
forget
the north.
about Egypt. Exactly. Exactly. All praise to the Most High. Hiya, man. I want to thank you, brother, man, and Shalom. Let's get out of here.
It's all unraveling. It's all unraveling. Listen in case you didn't know, no. It's almost getting close. In case you didn't know.
This has been real. We would like to thank you, and we will see you at this same time next week.
Only the ones with no faith that take the vaccines. Step to me with it, I'ma make your back lean. We at the end, new sort of make a mora. Christ about to come and mop the floor up. Walking up in Louis V with your mask on. The me's, man, they about to get passed on. Prophecy, interpretation, Isaiah 55:11, so it ain't no faking. Crack your dough, it's getting close. I'm here to tell you, just in case you didn't know. Listen in case you didn't know, no. It's almost getting close. In case you didn't know, no. It's on unraveling. Babylon got pregnant with a daughter.